I'm pretty disappointed with this new Cardi B album. And I'm not a Cardi hater. I like her as an entertainer. I think she makes great music, and I think Invasion of Privacy is extremely overhated just because she won a Grammy over several beloved hip-hop artists. I think it's a good album. But because of the Grammy-winning debut and the subsequent 7-year layoff, expectations were obviously very high for Am I the Drama, and I think this album fell well short of those expectations. While I've never necessarily viewed Cardi as a lyricist, I think her rapping style works really well on a certain type of production, but I think the production on this album was pretty boring. The attempts at a pop record like Pick It Up with Selena Gomez and What's Going On with Lizzo fell very flat in my opinion. I think Cardi is better suited for more trap and drill instrumentals, and she had leaned more into that type of production in the years between Invasion of Privacy and Am I the Drama. Shake It with K-Flock, Hot Shit with Kanye and Lil Durk, Tomorrow 2 with Glorilla, Point Me 2 with Fendi Da Rappa, Put It on the Floor Again with Lotto, and On Dat Money with Rob 49. And I think Cardi proves on Am I the Drama that these are the better types of records for her because in my opinion the standout tracks are Pretty and Petty, which is a pretty vicious Bia diss track, and Airtime. I also don't hate on Cardi for putting Up and WAP on the album. She has to. They're multi-platinum hits and need to live on a body of work. But it makes the discrepancy even more evident between Cardi at her best and the majority of this album, which as I said was rather boring and struggled to hold my attention. Another song I like is Bodega Baddie. It would have been cool to see Cardi do more songs like this that lean into her Latin roots. Safe with Kehlani I also really enjoy. Magnet would have been a decent record if it wasn't for the fact that it's the same Go Grizzly beat from the song Drank by Bayswag and 42 Doug, which in my opinion is a much better song. There are a few other decent songs, but overall I don't see any songs from this album coming close to reaching the heights of Cardi B's biggest hits. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Cardi B's new album Am I the Drama.